You are welcome to another episode of LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. The government prosecutors who handled the case against R. Kelly have been left with heavily stained reputations after their conduct in relation with witnesses fell short, and after they were found to have connived with some Bureau of Prisons officers to leak restricted information that was subsequently used in acts of witness tampering. In fact, the lead prosecutor on this case, who was involved in inappropriate text messaging exchanges with a witness, was forcefully transferred into another government job we are yet to establish, and the Bureau of Prisons officer who they worked with was also forced into an early retirement as though to suggest she had done a good job and deserved a proper send-off. All this information is confirmation that the government was in fact involved in dubious operations which persistently blocked the road to justice for R. Kelly, but the most notorious being the limitless granting of immunities to all their witnesses who in fact turned up in large numbers to speak the worst about R. Kelly during the two trials. Until today, case observers still find it difficult to understand how a whole team of government witnesses could have required special immunities in order to testify against R. Kelly. If we are to fathom the background of these immunity deals with relation to this case, it's important to better understand what these immunities are all about, when they are issued and why. Typically, immunities from prosecution are issued by the prosecutors or court when the beneficiaries are assumed to have committed numerous heinous crimes. But their testimony is important as a tool to implicate another suspected individual, in this case the defendant. The beneficiary, however, has a right to waive off this offer of immunity if they are confident they are innocent. This means that by accepting immunity deals, the beneficiary already concedes they are indeed criminals, unlike the defendant they are deployed to take down, who until today maintains his innocence. There have been numerous claims made against the multiple witnesses that were deployed to implicate R. Kelly during the two trials, first in New York, and later on in Chicago. A number of them have been described to be perpetual liars on the stand while testifying under oath. In other words, they are guilty for multiple perjury and would lie again given a chance to get to the stand again, more especially if they have been offered something in exchange, or incentives like promises of financial gain in form of restitutions at the end of it all. Basing on this analysis, therefore, their testimonies have remained questionable for authenticity, and resultantly keeping the case against R. Kelly in a balance of uncertainty. Also during the trial process, these multiple witnesses were not hesitant to give incriminating information about their colleagues, which confirms that this contingent of numerous accusers the government came with were not a bunch of saints morally qualified to bring R. Kelly to book, when their own lives were full of trespasses motivated by the need for quick financial gain and their own sexual gratifications. It's therefore correct to say that the government witnesses were collectively a team of criminals hired and deployed by the prosecution to falsely incriminate R. Kelly. Typically, prosecutors are expected to issue immunities when they believe the beneficiaries committed only minor crimes, with the belief that they will in turn help them convict someone who committed a major crime. However, crimes such as perjury are quite major when it comes to court processes, because it is such crimes that hinder justice from prevailing. When a person is capable of giving false witness in court, there is no reason at all why such a person should be hired to do the very same thing on the stand against someone in exchange for immunity. They just don't qualify, for they will likely mislead the court again, something they are used to. Some of the allegations against R. Kelly are actually crimes these women did commit themselves, and by accepting immunity deals, we cannot rule out the possibility that they are the real culprits who were granted such benefits in exchange for implicating R. Kelly, who could be innocent. I see no better way to confess to crimes than accepting immunity deals like they did. And better still for us who were following the case closely, these very accusers did mention their own crimes during the cross-examinations, throwing each other under the bus. If someone takes the stand and admits to have lied on another stand prior, why would their testimony be considered credible? Just why were they believed and not the defendant? This and many other questions are going to be the center of discussion when the appeal oral exchange kicks off, and R. Kelly's lead attorney Jennifer Bonjean is confident that the appeal court judges will hear her. Even as we speak now, the judges who will form the tribunal are definitely alive and listening in. They can see the injustice, and they too are wondering why the nearly transactional immunities were granted to all these witnesses if they are considered the actual victims. It actually remains questionable when the beneficiaries from such deals are the said victims. Why would victims require immunity? If these had been mere witnesses from outside the case who are only stepping in to help the government find justice for the alleged victims, we would not be asking many questions. However, when it's the very said victims requiring immunity deals, it takes away their assumed victimhood and turns them into the real potential criminals here. One cannot be both a victim and the criminal in the same case. It just breaks all the laws of logic and doesn't make sense. According to Darlene Williams, I will still say this. In due time God will prevail over this matter and give justice to R. Kelly. They will not know what's coming to them until it's too late. They will never know what hit them when they are paying the price. The only time alleged victims need immunities is when they know they either lied before, or that they are going to lie again about something. If one is ready to be sincere, which is what is expected of anyone who calls themselves a victim, then they don't really need Section 8. We can therefore conclude that if they all believed he did what they say he did, R. Kelly, then they would never have needed those immunities for almost all accusers. According to Anna May, R. Kelly shouldn't have had to pay these women anything given they all lied on him, the immunities being partially proof for this. This man was most of the time on tour and didn't have the time to be holding these women as they suggest. They all had access to phones but never called the cops, and they all has access to welfare checks which did not report any form of abuse or forced labor and more. I have never seen anybody get mistreated by the court system as this man R. Kelly. He was already considered guilty by the judge and jury in New York, and this is called prejudice for a better word. The alleged victims were all granted immunities before trial, meaning they were not credible indeed. When did America become this sort of country? Our system has really changed. I thought it was innocent before being proven guilty and not the other way round. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sashalfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.